I keep cutting my hand.
You keep cutting your hand.
Bro, I swear I keep cutting my hand, bro. I don't know how I'm doing this. Like the other night when I did it, I didn't even know I cut myself until I saw blood. And I was
like
blood. Me. Like, where is this coming
from? How did this get here?
Because there ain't nobody else. I was the only one working downstairs at the time. So
I get it.
Where this cut is on my right hand, it's in the worst spot possible. So I have to use like a type of liquid Band-Aid.
Oh yeah, I remember those. Like it come in those little jars.
No,
it was a special one because I remember growing up when we had the liquid Band-Aid. It was like a little brown jar, and we had to put it on there. We had to either like
a little paintbrush.
Yeah, and we had to fan it. It basically I got it confused with what you call it, nail polish. Yeah, the clear nail polish. Because I live with a lot of women, so it's like you see all this stuff, you get all the feminine products, and you be like, is this the nail polish or is this the liquid Band-Aid? Because one too many times I've actually put the nail polish on a cut because I thought it was liquid Band-Aid. So I had to verify.
Well, here's what's funny. I really think that sometimes we will get ourselves into trouble thinking a little bit too much.
Yeah, true.
We'll get ourselves into trouble. That's not enough. So I'm feeling good, right?
Right.
I got the Dermabond, liquid Band-Aid on everything. I'm blowing and going through everything. Next thing you know, I decide I'm trying to open up too fast. I slice open up on my left thumb now. I say, oh, you know what? After all the reaction and everything, like, God damn, that hurt. It was really clean. You know that it don't bleed immediately. It takes a little while for blood to surface.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it was one of those. I go to grab Dermabond pin. The pin is hard because I didn't put cap on how to cap over there. So now I can't use that. So then I said, you know what? I'm going to go and get this Steri-Scope. My boss said, actually use on my right hand. Because I use other solutions on my right hand. Use those on my left hand. So basically, I've been at work during myself, trying to work hard. I worked like 2 weeks straight. And I got to use the product that I actually order stock and supply on myself. Because I can get myself.
You sound like me, so that's why I can't like even today when I was hitting PR, I didn't really realize it until I got on the treadmill that my thumb was bleeding. So, hey man, and then don't get me started on actual work.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Go ahead.
You can hear me?
Yep. Nope. Can't hear you.
No? Oh Lord, is it my mic?
Oh, hold up. Talk now.
Check. Yeah, we live, brother.
Yeah, I don't know what I think I muted the computer or something. I know we're live, but it's like, bro, it's been one of those days. It's been one of those weeks.
Yeah. You good though? Can you hear me?
I'm straight now. Yeah.
Okay. Let me go ahead and push this button so we get the show started.
Push the goddamn button.
You are the cream of the crop.
Cool kids step to the front. Cool kids, too sweet sign for the click. Gotta get the people what they want. Gotta get eradicate quick. Yeah, I'm like Seth with the outfits. Coming in hot too live on your outlets. Running these streets like the prophets. Thank God for the new day, can't stop it. Jay Uso with the yeet. Eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. with a price on the tag like Javon on the young OG. Better recognize on the mouthpiece. See the power level gotta increase. Bring your content on the daily. Feeling like Gresh Unleashed.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binary pals, baby mamas, baby daddies, and everybody in between. Welcome to the GRESH UNLEASHED podcast. This is episode 166 of the show that brings you the good vibes to the best of our abilities. Joining you as always is the voice that does the most, the purveyor of mischief, Gresh. And joining me as always is my guy, my partner in them. Technology try to keep us out of the game, but we are here. We are live and direct pre-Summerslam because, hey, we're going at a different time. We usually go around 6-7 o'clock every Saturday, but today, seeing as SummerSlam comes on at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we don't want to show our hand and show our ass and cross or what is it? Counter program their content.
Yeah,
so hey,
counter program.
Yeah, we don't want to counter program their content because we're gonna be watching it. I believe over at the enemies are going to be doing a side cast. I gotta double check before we do that. But joining me as always is my guy Jermaine the Giant.
I'm joining y'all via no camera because I'm still in my workload.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
We'll go with that. It sounds better than saying I had technical difficulties and my computer just decided to malfunction last minute.
Yep,
nothing working. I mean, we could tell them that. Why tell them we can just tell them a lie?
Now, you know, hey, we're known to be liars, so it's like I would rather lie. Like, come on, man, we're about as much as truth tellers as people who say they're retiring wrestling.
Yeah, I'm sitting here butt naked. That's why I can't have my camera on, y'all.
Yeah, sometimes I one of these days, you know, next time we're gonna do next episode we're gonna do if your camera glitches again, I'm just gonna turn mine off and I'm just gonna do the pod. It's just gonna be a cameraless pod. We're gonna be uniform and consistent.
Bro, you know it's really funny. Why the hell do I still have my ring light on?
At this point.
Might as well play this goddamn thing.
It'd be funny. It'd be funny if you turn your ring camera off and then the camera decides to just say, you know what?
Bruh. Now, one thing I will say, I am still sitting here in my scrubs because I ain't even changed out of my scrubs. Like, that's how long I've been at work.
At this point, yeah, man. But hey, man, you gotta get that money. So it's like there's no judgment over here, man.
Look, but like I always say, if they're gonna leave money on the floor, I'm gonna pick it up.
Facts. You got that, like, because I be seeing people walk over a dollar bill. I think I saw someone walk over a dollar bill one time or a penny, and I'd be like, bro, growing up, my grandma would be like, yo, if you see a penny, pick it up because you never know. That penny can add to your bottom dollar.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good luck. Yeah. She was like, hey, it's like you walking away from blessings because someone blessed you with that penny. Amen.
Mm-hmm.
And she did put the amen in there because, hey, church kid. But nah, man, for those of you who want to know what we're going to be talking about as for the next hour, and I guess you could say I should probably put the timer on, but hey, we've already like, what, 8 minutes in, so might as well go ahead and add just do an hour. But yeah, for those of you who don't know what we're going to be talking about, we're basically going to be talking about SummerSlam, a little bit of AEW, and mainly WWE this week because, yeah. Which way you want to go? You want to go? We can say SummerSlam predictions for last because that'd be the last thing.
Go AEW first.
Go AEW. Only main note I got from Collision was the Motor City Machine Guns popped up on Collision. The one time we don't watch Collision, they're like, yeah, we're gonna show up. We're gonna do our thing. We're gonna. They popped up in Detroit because they was in Detroit this past week. So it was like Wednesday and Thursday they was in Detroit. So. Yeah, Motor City Machine Guns are in AEW.
Worst kept secret in wrestling.
It's a worst kept secret if you're like knee deep into the news and media side of things. It's not a worst kept secret if you're like me who did not pay attention to anything. But it was pretty obvious that they were going to go to there. It's still funny to me to this day that they were supposed to be in AEW first. They was like, yeah, we're gonna go to WWE. and then now they're in AEW. It kind of comes off as some people say, it's like, hey, we can't work here, so might as well go back to our first option. It ain't gonna be TNA because TNA can't afford us.
And the thing is, bro, I knew something like this was gonna happen simply because I've been paying attention to it. Like you said, you don't really like it. You don't really have a time for it either.
Nope.
And the only reason why I have a time for it, I'll play stuff overnight while I'm working.
Facts. He's like, hey, I need some background noise. Shit, might as well be.
So it was one of those things where if it was TNA, they left there for greener pastures, and it was between WWE and AEW.
Right.
Okay, so we knew they weren't going back to TNA. WWE just fired them. What else? Nothing.
That is also true.
Just that simple. And that's the way I figured it. But hearing everyone else's opinion and weigh in and all their, I'm doing air quotes, sources and stuff like that. Like there could have been talks about them, going somewhere else or what have you. However, this is what we're going to get simply because they made this decision to go there.
Right.
They knew this was going to be the best option for them at this given time. They did still have Japan, and they did still have going back to the Indies on the table, but this was the best option for
them. Facts. I don't know why I felt like my microphone just stopped working for like a split second.
Bro, we don't need no none.
I don't know, man. Technology is just not on our side today, so we're just gonna run with the punches. But no, man.
Everybody have a plan till they get hit in the mouth.
Exactly. But with Motor City Machine Guns in AEW, I believe I said it Thursday because we was reacting to it live. It was myself, Graham, and Aisha, I should say. I keep getting her name wrong. Sorry, Aisha, from Too Sweet Society. But we would basically, it was like, I think I said a comment basically where it was like, yo, if you feel like they're coming in to take your spot, it wasn't your spot to begin with. So y'all will be all right.
Fact. It's only going to help strengthen the division. So don't cry, don't bitch, get to work.
Just get to work. Just lock in and make Tony regret that he brought them in. That's why it's like, instead of bitching and moaning online, just make the boss feel like they regret. And if it's too overwhelming, just go do something else.
It's not that hard, guys. It's really not.
Nah. So hey, it is what it is. But yeah, good luck to Motor City Machine Guns, and hopefully it is a little bit more successful than, I mean, I wouldn't say WWE run wasn't as successful because they won the tag team titles in like 3 weeks when they signed. Like they got
early.
They got that shit out the way. So it wasn't like a case of a Jordan Grace or Giulia where it's just like they're just like dragging their feet.
Playing it.
Right. It was literally like they debuted that 1 week. Then they immediately won the tag titles from, who did they win it from? DIY?
Oh man, that's a great question.
Was it DIY? Man, shout out to us being live, because I can literally just click on the tag team champions and look at the title history and see who I believe it's DIY though. I believe. Yep, it was no.
No, they beat the Bloodline.
They beat the Bloodline. Yeah, they beat the motherfucking Tongans.
That is insane. Yeah, the motherfucking Tongans.
Yeah, so yeah, they beat the Bloodline in October. It was on my birthday, actually, the 25th.
Yeah, it's insane, like how they were shot to the moon like almost immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And just as fast as they were shot to the moon,
they went right back down.
Right back down.
So hey man, good luck to good luck to the Motor City Machine Guns. Hopefully, it is a successful run, or at least as successful as they want it to be. If it's a case of where they're going to have a run and then eventually morph backstage, hey, kudos to you. Because one thing about the wrestling business, it's like when you stop trying to be loyal to these companies and like, oh my god, they crossing the line, or they're my company shouldn't be a consolation prize. My nigga, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a business. At the end of the day, these people are getting a check. If this company don't want to pay me, I'm gonna go to this other company that wants to pay me. It's not that
Bro,
it's not that hard.
I keep telling people that, and people refuse to heed that warning. Ultimately, it comes down to the bottom line. For the company, and in most cases, not all, but a lot of cases, I'll say for the wrestlers as well, what's better for their bottom line? And
Yeah.
that's what most people are going to base their decisions off of. So don't get upset when these companies do this on this grand scale and you think they're being greedy. That's what capitalism is all about, and they're going to take advantage of it as best they can. So we might as well get used to it.
You will be all right. We gonna be all right.
All right. We gonna be all right.
And speaking of, we might as well keep the conversation on the tag team. We have over on SmackDown, we have the arrival of, they finally remembered that they have elders in the storyline, because I think it was either on this show last week or on Thursday. I was like, yo, why do we keep hearing about these goddamn elders off camera? It's like a TV show that keeps mentioning people that never exist. They're like a plot device. But this week, or I should say yesterday, we saw the official, I guess you could say, I don't know if it's permanent or not, but we saw the return of Haku to his sons.
To see Haku just back in the WWE ring in an official capacity is dope all in of itself. But to see him doing so with his sons by his side, like that picture right there, is like that's history for me, because I grew up watching King Haku, watching him and Andre the Giant, the Colossal Connection. Even with the Islanders or whatever they were called, I believe, with him and Jacob's dad, Sam Fatu. Just the different iterations of Haku, and then when he morphed into Ming, more of this badass, then it was like, oh shit, like, he really, like, he embraced more of that badass, like that, his legit off-screen kind of like character became his on-screen character almost.
Right.
And the dude was always a legit badass, and he could always fight, wrestle, what have you. But to see him back, bro, in that role with his boys, that means something to me, man.
I'm glad it meant something, because brother, that tag match that they got it. Well, I wouldn't even say they interrupted. That tag match that was title for title, boy, that shit was boring. I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. I rock with R-Truth. I rock with Damian Priest. I am in the middle when it comes to the War Viking Raider experience. It's just like, yo, this match did not feel important at all.
I think what's going on with the tag division is not that they don't care. It's just that they concentrate on everything else, that they give the tag division the smallest fraction of time that they have as far as creative is concerned.
Yeah.
And I'd say get a couple of guys and just let them bang out the tag division. Pause. But just give it to a couple of good writers that you know and that you trust, and let them handle the tag division across the whole company.
You would think that, like, hey, instead of just putting all Triple H got to do is like, hey, you focus on the tag team and then run it by me. And then if I like it, cool. If I don't like it, then try again.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. We'll rework it, whatever. But like, that way, you could at least give it some consistency, and a dedicated, person and or two, hopefully, to flesh out that tag division because they have plenty of tag teams to flesh out this division.
Yeah, because what right now, if you put names to faces, you got the Usos, you got the Tongans, you got, I guess you can count the champions, Damian Priest and R-Truth on SmackDown. Who's the Raw tag team? Oh, the Vision, them niggas. You got the Vision niggas, and then you got Otis and Tozawa. I hate to laugh when I said those names, but but yeah, that's what you got. And then, damn, who else do you have? I feel like I said all the names that are relevant that's on TV right now. The Viking Raider experience, obviously, if you want to count them too. And then,
bro, how did you forget the Street Profits?
This shit, they did too, because they ain't been on my TV in like a month. Like, yeah, that is, yeah. Appreciate for you calling me out because I legitimately forgot about the Street Profits because they did too. There's also Bianca probably due any day now, so he's probably like not there because of that.
Same with Dawkins because they're actually the Skeet Profits.
Oh yeah, because they both their wives pregnant at the same time.
Yep.
So yeah, there you go. Whenever they're good to come back, then yeah, we got the Street Profits in the mix too.
But there's so much meat on the bone in that tag division for them to truly do something special with that I don't understand why they're just letting it fall by the wayside. There's so much that they can do with that tag division.
Oh, for sure. So, but hey, man, all we could do is just watch the show and keep hope alive.
But pretty much.
Yeah. Speaking of keep hope alive, I fell asleep after Trick Williams confronted Baron Corbin on SmackDown because one, I was tired. Two, the show wasn't really giving me anything. I think the only thing that was left was the qualifying match for the interim women's championship ladder match, as well as the main event confrontation between CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. I fell asleep. Then I woke up to social media going ablaze because of how that women's interim championship qualifier went between Giulia and Lash Legend. It was 2 minutes, and in all intents and purposes, Giulia got squashed.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Giulia got in some good offense in that match, right?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't enough. And if you think about it, if you saw these two women on the street, you would think that that's the exact thing that would happen. Lash would end up squashing Giulia.
For sure.
So if it looked like a real fight, or it at least simulated what a real fight would have been between the two, why are we upset that they didn't suspend our disbelief this time and have them wrestle for 11 minutes and 37 seconds in a bank?
Yeah, why are y'all upset? Because I didn't watch the match. I was trying to be fair. I was trying to be fair on Thursday. I was like, yo, and Giulia, I'm never being fair again because I should have known better. That's on me. I apologize.
I saw it and I knew what it was. I was like, okay. When she initially went for the kick off the bat and Giulia kind of dodged her or whatever, I was like, okay, they're gonna play the cat and mouse game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this time, Tom caught Jerry. And he didn't let him go. Yeah. And that's what happens when you don't play with your food. And you're a real animal like Lash Legend is. Now, are they doing Giulia quote unquote dirty? I would say yes. Because she didn't deserve to lose in 2 minutes. Did she get some shit in? Yes, she did. And it was, just as strong style stiff as Giulia likes to get her shit in. And kudos to Lash, real talk, for selling it and for, going along with Giulia's style of offense and making sure she got her shit in, and Lash sold for her as well.
Facts.
But let's just be happy that Lash made it into the match, and let's hope and pray that they find a way to use Giulia better moving forward. Because I don't think she deserved, quote unquote, to go out like that. But did she really go out? She's not going anywhere.
Can I play devil's advocate?
Please do. I love it.
I feel like there's something missing with Giulia. And this is someone who was actually high on Giulia coming to WWE. I was actually in Philly with myself, highlight. We was in Philly when when they put her on screen. To say, hey, she's coming soon. And I'm like, oh snap. And I've seen highlights and I've seen clips and all that stuff of her. I never really watched her full in ring until she made it to NXT. Not because I don't know ball like that. It's because I'm not gonna be up at 2:00 in the fucking morning watching wrestling. Sorry. But it's like if you look at her in NXT and you look at her now, something is not clicked with her in the main roster. You can blame booking, you can blame some people can blame her, but it's just something that's just not clicking. And then it's like for her to be in this position, is it like sad? Yeah. But at the same time, if you just sit back and look, something is missing with her. I would not blame her language barrier, none of that stuff, because even though English isn't her first language, she still knows pretty good English and she knows how to fucking talk. And if she doesn't know how to hold a full sentence, it's up to the booker to be like, hey, let's make her promos short and just have her knock bitches out. That's literally all you got to do.
Right. There's so much more that they can do with her, though, that I think people who, especially, you don't even have to go back as far as Japan. You can just go back and look at her stuff from NXT.
Right.
And she was dope down there. So most people know what she's about, what she can do. And the bangers that she had with Jordan Grace were awesome.
Who's also missing.
Yeah. And so it's just like there's a lot of injuries and stuff going on, downtime, things like that. But I still feel confident that they can do something with this women's division, and I think that they need to do better with booking certain type of matches like that.
Right.
Like, because you got to realize, like, they view Giulia as, like, people view Giulia as this badass.
Mm-hmm.
You don't look very badass if you get beaten 2 minutes or less.
Yeah. But that was my devil's advocate, because it was just like, maybe it's like instead of crashing out all the time, it's like maybe she's just not clicking. Like maybe
there's something there, but it's not resonating with the audience right now.
Like the hardcore fans is obviously going to click, but every time she goes out there, like she's had 2 United States Championship reigns. She's had the NXT Women's Championship. I don't think she had the North American. I don't think she had that one.
No. You know how you get the party back popping?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta win matches, god damn it. Stop having to lose. Stop having to look stupid.
That too. And it's like, because it's like you can't, and you always got those dramatic motherfuckers that like to say, oh, WWE doesn't know how to book Joshi wrestlers, but I'm like, you can't say that and then look at Asuka and then look at Io.
Thank you.
You can't say that, because whatever they're doing with those two, it always clicked. You can say it was because of the in-ring style or the presentation or the presence that they bring, but it still works. Giulia has that presence. Like if you look at her presentation, her entrance, and all that stuff, and her style, it is there. But it's just like something. It's like she needs to win. Like you said, she just needs to win, and win in meaningful ways. And when you have her win, like you had her as a 2-time United States champion, and nobody gave a fuck.
Not a single soul, brother.
Nobody gave a fuck. Respectfully, nobody gave a fuck. And it's not because of what she was doing. You had her on TV for like 20 seconds or 2 minutes. You gave her the first title reign because you had her destroy Zelina Vega in Saudi, and she won that one. And then she did nothing, and did nothing, and then she lost to Chelsea Green. And then you had her win it back to put her with Kiana, or you put her with Kiana before she won it back, and then she did nothing. Then you had her turn on Kiana, had her squash. Not when they say squash, but they had a match, and then that's it. The feud is pretty much over.
I don't know, bro. Like I hate that they do Giulia that way because I really like her. But
Facts.
there's also certain times when it's the booking or is it the character? Or is it the actual person themselves? And I think this is more or less the booking. I don't think it's necessarily her.
Right.
Because they've given her spots to succeed, but they've been fleeting. And it's like let's say, okay, we're gonna give you the stage now, and if you don't go up to bat and hit a grand slam, we're gonna yank the carpet from under you. Well, I can't hit a grand slam if there's only one person on base. So how can you tell me I need to hit a grand slam when there's only one person on base? The bases need to be loaded.
Yeah.
So it's stuff like that like, yeah, they'll do performative stuff to say, yeah, we put her in position and she just didn't do what we thought she should do. But did you really put her in position to succeed? So that's another, throwback at our devil's advocate. I'll throw out there myself.
Right.
It is definitely up to the performer in order to get over, but the performer can only do so much with what the promoter is giving them.
So we're playing. So in other words, me and Jermaine are literally right in the middle. It's like we feel for everybody that feels this way. Like we feel you and we understand. Like we feel that way too as fans. But also we're looking at like, hey, this company or any company has a track record. It'll be like, hey, we're gonna put you in this position. We need you to do this, even though we don't really know what the fuck we're going to do long term. But we need you to do this, and if you didn't knock it out of the park, then this is the cards that you know.
Yeah, it fucking sucks, but I mean, oftentimes life isn't fair, and there's gonna be times where you're gonna have to fight from underneath, and you're gonna have to make comebacks, and you're gonna keep getting knocked down. It's about how many times you get back up. So let's see what she does the next time they give her something to work with, and see how she, carries the ball when she's given it.
Facts. And speaking of things that with her to work with, wasn't she supposed to feud with Blake Monroe?
That still might happen because Blake Monroe has gotten a habit of attacking people backstage at SmackDown. Blake Monroe has become the walking NXT parking lot on the main roster.
Yeah.
She has brought NXT parking lot roster, NXT parking lot energy, I was trying to say, to the main roster.
Yeah.
That's what Blake Monroe has done. She is basically like she's brought that energy, and I love it because people are hating it, but for some reason I'm loving it, and it's not because everybody's hating it. It's not because I'm trying to be anti. It's simply because I love when they build a character before they actually make an official in-ring debut. This is like the old school 80s vignettes, and you would see Mean Gene Okerlund and Lord Alfred Hayes dressed in safari gear or whatever, and it was like Kamala or that time when they introduced Akeem the African Dream from Deepest Darkest Africa. Like, it was a rib on dust.
Okay.
Yeah. But like, we saw all of that. Wrestlers had jobs. They were garbage men and repo men and Canadian police and
police officers.
Racist cops and stuff like that. Pseudo racist cops. But you know what I mean? Correctional officers, I'm sorry. Pseudo racist correctional officers.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, bro. I feel like WWE sometimes they get on these hot streaks. And they'll be doing stuff and everything's clicking, and then they'll get on these super lulls where no matter what they're doing, nothing is really working the way they want it to. Even their ace in the hole, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Randy Orton, the top guy. When their stuff still isn't hitting right, That's when you know the company's in trouble. And that's where they're at right now.
That happens. Honestly, that happens. I think that's the reason why myself and even you can like acknowledge where stuff is just not clicking, and instead of like going on this tangent about it not clicking, we're like they'll get it back. Like that's why I always laugh when people's like, "Oh, WWE is dead," this, that, and the third. I'm like, no, WWE is in this cool down period. It shouldn't be because it's SummerSlam weekend, but they're in their cool down period. It's like they're on autopilot. I don't know why, but they're on autopilot because some things are just not clicking, or some things are. It feels like they're running the numbers. They're boring. Because I did not watch that CM Punk and Cody Rhodes confrontation, but I already know what they talked about. I know how all the punches. Cody came out, did his thing. Punk said, "Hey, is it great to be alive on a Friday night in whatever city or what?" And then they went back and forth, and then they got personal, and then they brawled.
Yep, that's pretty much what happened.
That's what I'm saying. It's like they're running the numbers. Like it's not a case of like, oh my god, this show sucks, or this is boring. Nothing happened for me to be excited about. And instead of harping on it, I'm like, well, I already know once we hit SummerSlam and once the shows are over, we're going to be talking about just the SummerSlam. We're not even going to talk about the build.
Bruh, the thing that kills me, everybody's like poo-pooing this and calling it Bummer Slam and stuff like that.
Who calls it bummers? Are they over the age of 15?
Yes, bro. It was a commenter in the BRP chat. I can't remember who it was, but somebody had called it Bummer Slam.
Oh my god. My niece can come up with a better insult than that, and she's 8.
Here's the thing. I'm excited and I'm liking it.
Because it's SummerSlam.
Yeah. And I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna have a good time.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. like right now, I got like it's the weekend. I'm off tomorrow. I got a little libation right there. I might pop it up. I got some apple juice right here to balance it out, and I got water right behind me, so I'm gonna be drinking water. I'm gonna watch the show with the crew, and we're gonna talk about it. Like it's not. We're going to watch it, but it's just like I'm not finna just sit here and be like, "Oh my god, this is the worst build to SummerSlam ever," or "This is the worst build, this, that, and the third." But it's just like at the end of the day, we can look at the build and we can talk about it. I even think you said on this show was like we can look at the build and talk about all, but at the end of the day, as hardcore fans, we're going to still watch it.
You're gonna get mad.
Yeah,
you're not gonna like stuff. I guarantee you. There's people out there who absolutely love sausage.
Mm-hmm.
All different kinds, types, flavors, preparation way, all that. But if they saw how it was actually made, it would freak them out.
Yep.
You're not always going to like how something is done, but you're always going to like how it's presented, the final product. And 9 times out of 10, when you're poo-pooing a pay-per-view and the build and this and that, I've seen a lot of times, more often than not, people come out on the other side and was like, "Yeah, you know what? That was really good."
Mm-hmm. Every time.
And it's almost as if the WWE knows that they're going to put on the banger of a show. They just trying to find a way. Let's hurry up and just get there.
Yep.
And it seems like that's how they book the build to some of these shows, where they're so excited about what they're going to do at the show, they forget, hey, you still got 6 weeks of television in between this and that.
I feel like they do what a lot of TV writers do, because I believe I heard a good analogy from a very successful writer. Because for those of you who don't know, I still from time to time write mini scripts or TV shorts or YouTube or like video shorts that I probably will get around to like making and releasing, or probably won't. But I still write it just to get it out of my brain. And I heard an analogy from I believe it was either I think it was Samuel L. Jackson or yeah, it was Samuel Jackson because I was watching one of his master classes, and he was like, the best writer already has a finish to their story.
Mm-hmm.
It's how you get there. So it's like the best writer writes backwards.
Yep.
So you should already know, like if you want to bring that analogy to wrestling, you should already know who's going to be your main event of WrestleMania. You should, but the difference between a TV show and wrestling or sports in general, you don't predict the injuries.
Yeah, injuries and things, the personal things that you need time off for. You don't
Especially if
predict
they're
those
trying to
things.
go to this new, because if this was the 80s or the 90s, ain't no personal time off.
Oh no.
Nah, there's no personal time off. Like, hey, you gotta make this town or you're gonna be replaced. That was the type of vibe they was on.
You're not gonna get paid, and you're gonna get replaced.
Mm-hmm. Well, now everybody has guaranteed contracts and all that stuff, and they have personal time. But nah, the reason why I say that is because I say that because I believe you when they say when you like they already have SummerSlam mapped out, but they just got to get there. The one thing that I will spew my one last negativity before we move on to the topic is I'm still not a fan of how they went about this interim women's championship ladder match, the qualifiers. That's the only thing, because it's just like you could have did a lot more of that. You could have, honestly, in my opinion, I love Rhea, and I was thinking about this morning because I was just like, because I was prepping for this show, and I was like, I love Rhea, but y'all keep putting her in these predicaments where people are just not going to like her, and I don't know why.
I don't know, bro.
I don't know why y'all keep doing this to this woman. She's going, like, don't get me wrong, she's still popular. She's going to be popular. Like, she has the aesthetic and the presence that you will cheer the hell out of her. You will want her to be, you will want her to step on you and be a dominatrix over you left and right. I get that. But from someone who like consumes the content for the character and the writing perspective, y'all keep writing her in positions to where you're going to want to root against her, even though you're supposed to root for her. Same thing with Cody.
What if that's their ultimate design though?
I mean, if it is, then good job. Y'all doing a great job.
Exactly. I'm just saying. I just had to throw that out there. But no, like
for sure.
I feel like sometimes we judge them more harshly simply because they've been around for so long and it's such a juggernaut and it's gotten to the point where it's its own entity.
Right.
And like I still think that we forget that even though it's this big juggernaut and it has been for so long, I think we forget like they're fallible too. They're not gonna get everything right. They're gonna mess up. They're gonna still make mistakes. They're still human.
Facts. Oh no, trust me. I get it because I'm not a perfect writer. I'm pretty sure there's some things, if I put everything that I wrote on paper and let people read it, they'd be like, "You are the worst writer I have ever seen in my life. You fucking suck. Stick to podcasting. Stick to lifting weights because you sir are terrible." I get it. I probably say that to myself a lot more than other people, but at the same time, that's just my thoughts on the bill, because giving Nia Jax 2 qualifying matches just to lose in seconds by DQ is crazy to me. Still to this day, it's like, brother, you made both of them. I think we said it on here and on Thursday. Like, bro, you made both of them look like dumbasses, and it's not.
It's so. I really hate when they do those. It's like that little meme or GIF or whatever where the person cuts off the piece of wood and then they fall as well. Or like they literally paint themselves into a corner in a room.
Yep.
Because they were painting the floor or something. Like all of those.
Like instead of painting towards the door so you can walk out, you paint. You start at the door and now you're stuck because you can't go anywhere.
Bruh, like even like let's just say if it's still a wall, you treat the floor like a wall. Same thing. Like you're gonna do the outline and then you
Mhm.
do the middle. And you may have to go diagonally, you may have to go horizontally, then vertically or whatever, or vertically and horizontally, vice versa. Like, but just have a plan for getting out of that room
Facts.
by painting your way out. And oftentimes WWE decides to paint themselves. WWE is the type like they're like the little puppy that self disciplines and will go and sit in their cage because they know they did something wrong.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like, unfortunately, that used to be cute, but you're a grown ass man now and you're still trying to do that. Like, it just doesn't work. It's weird now because you're a grown ass man going sitting in the kennel. Like, stop
Yeah.
doing that.
And I think that's probably why a lot of people are lenient when other companies that are younger than them do it
Mhm.
because they're like, hey, they're still new. They're still learning certain curves, or if they don't learn it, they know people or they put people in place to so they won't make that mistake again. But when you have a near century-year-old company, because I believe they're what, like on year 80 or close to 80, if not
Something like
past
that,
80
bro.
years. Like they've been around since my grandmother was born. Rest her soul. That's what I'm saying. So they've been around.
Yeah, man. I'm just saying, like they're not gonna always get it right, but as long as they do, for the most part, I'll say, show the fans some love and give them what they want. People not gonna really trip. Like they'll have their little moments and their little complaints and their microaggressions and things like that. They may
Sure.
even get a little passive aggressive with them, and I'm not gonna buy any merch
Yes, you are.
until this and this happens.
Yes, you are.
And it's like if you read the fine print, it's gonna say I'm not gonna buy any more merch on a Tuesday or a Thursday, knowing I get paid that Saturday or whatever. Like that's what the note should say.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
mean, come on, people, just enjoy the product for once in your lifetime, your miserable fucking lifetime.
Facts. But yeah, I think that's where we at with honestly the build to SummerSlam. Obviously, yeah, like I said earlier, I already pretty much predicted the Punk and Cody face off. It closed into a brawl. I think I saw someone note that Cody wore all black, like as that's supposed to be synonymous to anything. Dude, we'll definitely talk about it more when we get to the final predictions before tonight and tomorrow's SummerSlam. But switching gears to the AEW side, did you peep anything Collision or any of Collision outside of what we talked about earlier?
Not really,
I believe
not really.
the demand are now the tag team champions.
They're the new trios champ.
Yep. Shout out to them.
Um, Divine Dominion, those hockey jerseys.
The Snoo Queens.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I
So,
love that they're with Mercedes because I love for Mercedes to have a heater.
two
Uh,
Peters.
two big heaters.
Yeah. So next week
I will
is
not elaborate.
facts. Next week is AEW Dynamite from Arena Mexico. So and it's gonna be live. So we got a couple of matches lined up for starting with the women. We got Persephone versus Chris Statlander. I believe that's a straight up match. They cost each other the TBS title, so they're like, hey, we're gonna finally clash. I got some to say about Persephone in just a second, but we're gonna continue to talk about these matches. We got the Demand versus I guess you could say the Cowboys and Brody, Hangman Page and Brodito for the World Trios Championship. We have a triple threat triple threat match for the number one spot in the Casino Gauntlet match at All in London. National champion Andrade versus Tommaso Ciampa versus Commander in a triple threat. So like they're gonna be running that up. We got a Mexico City street fight, no outside interference, which will not be heeded to. It'll be Will Ospreay versus Mark Davis of the Dunn Callis family. Speaking of the Dunn Callis family, we have Kyle Fletcher defending the international championship against Speedball Mike Bailey. And we have a random trios match for somebody. We have Mystico, Jericho, and Darby Allin versus the Don Callis families, Okada, Kevin Knight, and
Hechicero.
Who? Hechicero? Okay. His name. Shout out to you because his name legitimately skipped my brain. I was like, what is this man's name? The last two matches we have is a 8-man tag. Got the Death Riders versus Cage and Cope and the Young Bucks. Can they coexist, basically? And then we have the aforementioned women's trios match, Willow Nightingale and the Brawling Birds versus Mercedes Moné and Divine Dominion. On paper, it's like a solid show.
AEW does some solid stuff sometimes on the week-to-week show. I just hate that it's always like some sort of pay-per-view special or something as to why they do it.
Right.
I miss those random dynamites on a Wednesday when you tune in and there's about 8:35 and you hear certain music on the speakers through the arena. And then they start strutting down to the ring. And then you hear some other music. The Emperor starts strutting down to the ring. And it's like you got two of these huge titans just about to face off. And AEW, like that time when they had the whole 1988 Saturday Night's Main Event, the fiasco with the world title.
Yeah.
Like that was on NBC, bro, back in the day. Like they did that all doing the Mega Powers blew up. They did that on NBC, free TV. Hell, WCW, NWA back in the day did Clash of Champions on TBS to counter program the stuff that WWE was doing on pay-per-view. Then they just started doing them like monthly. Like the thing that frustrates me with AEW is that their pay-per-views will be bangers and they will have 15 matches and they're all 15 minutes apiece and they're all good, solid matches. The week to week is where they struggle. And they aren't consistent enough. And this is a legit gripe that people continue to have with AEW is that sometimes they'll put on these banger shows on a Dynamite and then there'll be 4 or 5 Dynamites in a row. It's like, bro, what was that?
Yeah.
So I don't know, bro. I wish that we would get more special stuff on Dynamite and on Collision.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'll take what I can get.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it gets to be nitpicky at some point because I'm also just happy the business is where it is, where you have companies like AAA and CMLL, and they have these relationships with WWE and AEW respectively. And so it's cool to see that. So let's just be happy for where it is instead of always nitpicking and tearing everything apart.
Oh yeah. One thing I'll never do is spend hours doing that because, brother, no, thank you.
I'd rather enjoy the shows and stuff.
I enjoy what I enjoy, and if I don't enjoy it, I just won't harp on it because I'm like, well, that happened. Moving on.
Yeah, I'm gonna still get my complaint off, but
Right.
I just won't stay there and wallow it.
I just want to post it on social media. That's what we have a podcast for. We're gonna get our complaint off here.
Exactly.
That's what we do. At least we get monetized for it, goddammit.
Bingo.
But nah, man. That show on Wednesday is definitely gonna look interesting. And the reason why I mentioned Persephone is because I saw I don't really, like I said, you watch all the podcasts and all the other stuff, the run of the mill news and stuff, and because you be working overnight, you need some type of entertainment. Sometimes I get on social media and I'll see like a article or something on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. Someone say something. Getting news from Facebook is just stupid because everybody over there lies. But I get on Twitter and I saw Brian Alvarez of Wrestling Observer.
Mm-hmm.
He basically was like, he mentioned Persephone. He was like, people in WWE are baffled by how Tony Khan has been booking Persephone in AEW. And I guess I saw a couple of his quotes. He said this in a quote: "I have heard from many people in WWE who are just baffled at Tony's usage of Persephone. They're just like, what's this guy doing? She's got so much potential. If her deal comes due, WWE is going to want her instantly. Meanwhile, all she does is show up on TV and do jobs as the CMLL Women's Champion." We're going to play devil advocate one more time.
Let's go.
I can see both arguments. On one hand, Tony Khan has his women that he wants to be, I guess you could say, more spotlighted. Do I feel like Persephone should be losing as much as she is? No, she should not be losing that much. She should be actually winning a lot more. Or if you're not going to have her winning, it should be anyone else on that roster. On the other side,
Mm-hmm.
WWE, you say this about Persephone. Where the fuck is Jordan Grace?
Thank you.
You worried about the wrong shit, my boy. You worried about what they're doing on their TV product, where you got other people just not doing anything. I don't know if it's injuries. I don't know if it's like something going on. I don't know. That's not my business. But at the same time, worry about your product, my boy. And I'll say the same thing about Tony Khan too. Worry about your shit.
But you know, it's the funniest thing about all of that, when they just focus on themselves and what they can do and stop worrying about what's going on the other side of the street, things are so much better.
Every time.
So much better.
Every time. And I'm just like, yo. What's that meme with LeBron when he was like, he's like, yo, everybody on your team can talk, but not you.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like, not you. Anybody else can say something, not you.
Exactly. Or like the exact opposite of what happened at Half Baked when old boy quit. He was like, F you, you cool. F you, I'm out.
Yep. Like, I'm out. That's how I feel. Like, do I feel like I said, to play both sides? I do feel like Tony Khan should not be having Persephone lose the way that she does, because she lost. I get she lost in the Survivor Challenge, or when they crowned the new TBS champion. I get that, and and I haven't really been watching her on Collision, so I don't know if she's winning or not. And then next time I saw her, she was losing to Maya World. Shout out to her. She won the title. And I'm just like, I get that point, because even though I do feel like Maya should get as many good challengers as she can, Persephone is a world champion. She should not be losing like that.
Nope.
So,
hey. But you know, I'll hopefully they'll get Persephone right, because she, besides being thicker than elephant snot,
brother,
she's really a good performer.
She's thicker than the milkshakes and on from Cookout.
Bruh, I'm talking about even if you had a double wide straw. But like it is. Sometimes I gotta remember that wrestling companies will make illogical decisions, and we can't control that. Right. So we just gotta kind of roll with it and see where they go from there. So hopefully she makes these bad turns, and then they get her navigation fixed, and she can now follow the GPS. But they need to give her ways. But see, what they did was they gave her a key map in English, knowing that Spanish is her first language, and that's why she lost. Because she's trying to find her way to that upper echelon, that main event scene, that one of them top tiers, and they got her stuck in this middle card stuff. So I think if they just do a slight adjustment to her GPS, I think she'll be okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's not the end of the world for Persephone. It's not the end of the world for any of these wrestlers. You just need these bookers to just lock in.
Exactly. And
That's
like
pretty much it.
I would say going call back to earlier when we were talking about WWE and we mentioned Blake Monroe, and like I've been saying, I'm happy that she's doing the backstage stuff where she's attacking people and this, that, and the third, and she's just kind of establishing her character right now. Like, yeah, you're gonna see the pretty, but you need to know the crazy behind the pretty,
Mhm.
and that's what you're gonna get in the ring. And so when she broke it down and explained it, I was like, okay, this makes more sense now. I'm actually kind of sort of a fan of that song or him, whatever it is. Like I'm a Jeezy fan, but like that song in particular, I'm starting to become more of a fan of.
Indeed, indeed. So that's the little tangent that we have for the AEW side, and for the WWE side. Before we get to our SummerSlam predictions and get up out of here, next week they just announced, or not just announced, they had like a little exclusive after the show. We're getting Jade Cargill versus Charlotte Flair on SmackDown next week.
Mhm.
So the match that was supposed to happen at SummerSlam is now happening on SmackDown. Need a reason to tune in, so hey, lock in.
You know, I'm, I'm, I don't know how I feel about this.
Mhm.
I'm not sure. I'm a little perplexed, a little confused, a little bamboozled, a little thrown off, but I'm here for it. And I'm imagining if they're going to do this, they're finally going to have these two ladies go at it on a SmackDown and not save this for a pay per view or something. I'm imagining that this is going to be a feud that's might going to go for a few weeks at least.
Oh, for sure. Because right now, I don't think we have a pay per view after SummerSlam. The next pay per view that's announced as of now is Money in the Bank, and that's in October.
Really?
Yeah. Because it was supposed to be Money in the Bank in September, but they moved it to October.
Right. There's got to be another pay per view. Like, and I'm not talking about a Saturday night's main event either. I'm talking about a legit, like a pay per view.
So the next
your
pay per
local
view,
satellite operator type
I'm about to
shit.
say, so the next pay per view in the calendar year is Heat Wave for NXT.
Damn.
And that's the end of the month. And then we go to Saturday night's main event, which will be in Atlanta, September 6th.
Bro, what the hell is going on?
And then we go to Worlds Collide with the AAA and WWE. And then we got Money in the Bank in September. Oh, in October, I should say. October 10th.
Watch, they're gonna have one of them stupid ass WrestlePaloozas.
Facts.
It's gonna be in something like Fairfax, Virginia, at the Scope Dome or some shit.
I hope so. Because it's like it does feel weird that there's no pay-per-view in September. But on one hand, I'm not too mad at it because it's like, hey, it gives us a little break.
A little bit.
But at the same time, it's like, yo, this is a match that should have happened at SummerSlam, but hey, this is where we are.
Bruh, what if they fuck around and give Charlotte and Jade their own like pay-per-view? And like they say like Clash of the Titans. WWE
Clash of the Titans?
Clash of the Titans.
Bro. Or at least like you would think. But then again, this is the same company. I have no faith.
Nope.
So no. On paper, it makes sense. Like or at least label a show around it. Like give them an hour commercial free. Like, hey, it's the Clash of the Titans.
Bruh, they need to do something, man, because I'm not believing that we not gonna have a pay-per-view from August 2nd to October, bruh.
If you count NXT's pay-per-views and Saturday Night's Main Event, there are WWE themed events in September, just not like an actual pay-per-view until Money in the Bank in October. So we'll see. I'm pretty sure I give it between tonight and tomorrow for them to announce a pay-per-view. If they don't announce it because you will want to announce the next pay-per-view at one of your biggest pay-per-views that everybody's gonna watch. And if they don't announce it, then yeah. See y'all in October.
Like, look here, player. We need a break. We need a break.
The way y'all be with these creatives, yeah. I need a big ass break.
Nigga said, look, y'all need to go on a whole vacation and come back refreshed and recharged.
Facts.
Rejuvenated even.
Well, the last one we're gonna get up out of here is SummerSlam. We got SummerSlam. I've already given my predictions for night 1 and night 2 over on Public Enemies podcast. That we go live every Thursday, 7:20 Eastern, 4:20 Central Time. Not Central Time, West Coast side. And then it was myself, Graham, Aisha. We was doing our thing, chopping it up. If you haven't already, tap in with that on demand wherever you listen to your podcast. But SummerSlam, we got 6 tonight and 6 tomorrow. We got night 1, night 2. And the question that we ask every pay-per-view, what match or who will steal the show at SummerSlam this year? They're in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Penta and Chad Gable.
You feel that?
Yep. They're gonna go stupid, bro.
From an emotional point, I can see it.
Bro, if they give them at least, I'm gonna say 8 to 10 minutes, they're gonna go stupid. There's the emotion of Chad Gable being in front of his home crowd, coming off losing the mask and everything else. He was Penta's first opponent when Penta debuted. That sent him into the spiral that led to him getting the mask.
Yeah.
Like, bruh, there is just so much story and backstory and all of that built into this match. Not to mention, we got one of the best luchadors in the world today and one of the best technical and overall performers, if we really being honest, in the game today, in Chad Gable going at it in his home state, hometown, whatever. Like, bruh, come on, man. Easy
hometown, actually, because I think he's from Minneapolis, Minnesota. So yeah, this is his playing field. If they play their cards right, whether it's in the opening or in the middle of the card, they should basically set these guys up for success.
Bro, I keep forgetting that they're in Minneapolis.
Hey man, don't feel bad. It's just a random state. Like no disrespect to people from Minneapolis, but it just feels like a random state. Because I think I asked this when they announced. I was like, what the hell is there to do in Minneapolis?
I don't think my cousin, they live in Minnesota, but I don't think they live in Minneapolis. I think they're closer to, well, it's St. Paul and Minneapolis. I think they're called the Twin Cities.
The Twin Cities? Yeah.
I want to say, I can't remember, bro. I know
Twin Cities that's familiar. Like I know some people who live in Twin Cities. But
they're in some suburb though. But I know I have a homegirl. I think she lives like in a suburb of Minneapolis herself. So I do know people up in that state. I'm just not sure if they're around the Minneapolis metropolitan, suburban, whatever area or whatever.
Gotcha. So yeah, I definitely do agree with you. I feel like that match is definitely, from an emotional standpoint, is going to steal the show. I feel like if they play their cards right, from a star making performance, I feel like the Hell in a Cell match is going to live up to the hype.
That one I'm so looking forward to. And I know some people who weren't exactly excited about the news that Brock Lesnar's been mentoring Obafemi behind the scenes and just kind of
people are not excited about that.
There are some people who are not excited about that.
I mean, just as long as he keeps it strictly to wrestling, Oba should be fine. Just don't mentor him for anything else.
That's pretty much what I'm guessing is going to take place. I don't think he's going to get in any weird stuff.
Don't do anything else.
Somebody that's going to be in the weird stuff. But I'm just saying. But no, man. I think that Oba Brock match, that's the blow off to this feud, which is why it's taking place in Hell in a Cell at SummerSlam in Minnesota. Dude, I know it's gonna be big meaty men slapping meat inside of a cell. So of course I think it's gonna be a dope match.
You think they kick off with it?
Ooh. That type of match has to, I think it may have to kick off.
Because if it ain't main event, you gotta kick off. You gotta start off with violence.
But you also have to remember, a lot of times they do the first hour on ESPN. Is ESPN gonna want to show a Hell in a Cell match with the potential violence that could take place in that match?
Mm-hmm.
Especially between those two guys?
They might want to close it. I mean, not do it on the first hour.
I don't think so.
I feel like you probably do the other like at least 2 to 3 matches or an hour's worth of matches on the first hour, and then you close that hour out with Brock or Oba making their entrance, and be like, "Hey, if you want to see this violence, tune into Unlimited."
Get it for the low.
Like this, they got to really say like this match is gonna be worth the $30 alone. Like you know how Cole likes to hype everything out like the second coming of Jesus.
I think, and this is just how I'm feeling, and I keep telling myself this, and it keeps crossing my mind. I think this match should close one of those nights.
Oh, I feel that. Like I feel, me personally, I feel like Cody and Punk should open night 1 and close with the Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Because they're both on night 1.
Thank you. I think that's exactly how it should be.
Me personally, because that way you make this star in Oba, and then he still got this title match in the back of his mind. Have Roman or whoever win night 2, and then have Oba come out and be like, "I got next."
I think it'll be brilliant if they did it like that.
If they play that, if they go that route, it looks brilliant. If they don't go that route, I'm gonna complain about it a little bit, and then I'm gonna get over it.
Yeah, we're gonna do our normal thing.
Yeah, you know. So, yeah, SummerSlam night 1 goes down tonight. I feel like, we both pretty much picked what matches we feel like will still, or at least make the most noise for night 1 and night 2, because the Hell in a Cell is on night 1 and Chad and Penta is on night 2. So for tonight we have Gunther versus Nick Aldis.
Oh, bro, I cannot wait for that match.
Who you got winning this one? I got me personally, I picked Gunther.
Yeah, Gunner's winning that match. There's no way you can have Nick Aldis come off the sidelines after all this time and beat Gunther after you just had him as the career killer and all this. Even though he's kind of taken a step or two back since ending the career of AJ Styles, John Cena, since all of that, he's taking a step or 2 back. Don't let him gain any momentum, serious momentum, by like beating Aldis clean. Have him beat him, but have it be something at least slightly underhanded.
Yeah, and then you can, because Aldis is going to go back to being GM. No matter the outcome, I feel like this is not going to be the end. Like he's going to make his. It's like it's either Gunther go back to Raw and deal with Adam Pearce, or stay on SmackDown and be making his life made a living hell by Nick Aldis. Because the history brain, the last time I saw an authority figure kind of get like beaten and I guess you could say disrespected after losing was Ric Flair and Undertaker in 2002.
Ric Flair and Undertaker.
Because Ric Flair was the co-owner at the time, and then Undertaker beat him at WrestleMania, and then every time, and then Ric Flair went ahead and drafted him to Raw when he was like the runner of Raw, and then Undertaker was like, he was like, "Yo, like this should happen, or unless you want another WrestleMania moment." Like he was basically about to say, "Yeah, I'm finna whoop your ass again."
I used to love that back then, especially because like, okay, call me a nostalgia freak or whatever, but Vince McMahon would never ask anybody to do anything that he wouldn't do himself.
Oh yeah.
And we see he was a pretty sick son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I love the fact that Nick Aldis is stepping up. I love the fact that he's getting this time to step up. And I really love the fact that how emotional it made him on Chris Van Vliet interview with him to talk about getting that opportunity. So I'm really looking forward to it. And I think Nick will have a great showing. I'm just hoping and praying that he has such a good showing that he makes this like a recurring thing every so often. When people try him, I bet I'm coming out of retirement again. But let's make it to where
it's not consistent.
No, let's make it to where it's something that's fairly consistent, but not like over abused. But if he wins, then the person has to do something, or he gets something from the person. And if he loses, then that person gets whatever type of match that they want to have on SmackDown.
That's what they should have did with this one too. Like, hey, if Gunther wins, he gets. But I guess they didn't want to like flat out give out the finish, so they probably didn't add a stipulation. But I wouldn't be surprised if that's like a fallout, a stipulation like, hey, I beat your ass, so give me a title match.
Yeah, that might happen.
Yeah,
that still might happen. We don't know, but I'm just interested to see where they go with this because they haven't given a timetable for his return back to his regular GM duty.
After SummerSlam, like after the match, he's going back to being the GM. Wade Barrett said that on commentary after the contract signing last week or the week before. He was like, yeah. He's like, yeah. He signed the contract. He's like, in order for this match to happen, you have to give up your general manager responsibilities until after SummerSlam. And even when they're doing the promotion, they still promote him as the SmackDown general manager. He just has no power until after the match.
I don't like that shit. Drop time on that nigga.
Yeah. So the next match we have is the Bloodline and them versus Solo and them. I picked Solo and them because I feel like this friction between the Bloodline. There is friction between the Bloodline. Like Jacob does not like Jay. But then on the other side, I feel like they'll go the easy route and give the Bloodline a win anyway. But either way, it's going to be what it is. Who you got? Who you got?
And which one?
The 6-man tag. Solo and them.
Oh, man, I'm tripping, bro. I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this and I'm like, wait a minute. No, on that one, I got Solo and them because similar reasons like what you talked about with the infighting with the Bloodline.
Yeah.
I think this is where we're finally going to see it blow up. And they're going to, you know how sometimes pay-per-views, they use it as the end of a feud? This is going to be the beginning of something or the continuation of something and leading to something deeper within the Bloodline itself. And I think it's not going to be the obvious Jay and Jacob thing. I think this is where Jimmy is going to play a part in something happening with them losing this match.
Do you think they turn Solo heel here?
No, I don't think Solo's turning heel. I'm loving the pseudo babyface Solo. I think that they need to run with that and see what kind of legs they get from that character because his character development over the years has been crazy. And right now, him being anti-Bloodline, like, no, I'm doing things on my own. I'm having a good time. You know, I'm loving it where I'm at. He's become like this, like, I can't even compare him to someone from the past that you could say that because his character arc has been insane. He went from like when he first debuted, like the street champion, stone face, you know, muscle man of, you know, the maniacal ruler, tribal chief Roman Reigns, to like this dude is one of the funniest dudes and one of the best mic workers that they got. If we really want to be honest with ourselves, he went from like damn near mute. So no, my favorite was after he won the U.S. title and he's on the post show and he goes 4-letter, one word, stop.
That's my guy. That's Nah, that's funny. So yeah, hopefully that's the only question I got for this match. But it'll be a match that we'll definitely be talking about for as long as possible. Obviously the next match we talked about, we just gave some praise to. The Hell in the Cell. Who you got winning this one?
Oba.
Oba.
Who? Oba.
Who?
Bro, it's so funny watching. I'm not even gonna hide it. Like,
man, you saw that shit on ESPN with that white lady trying to do like her own version of the Overstraw. I said, "What the fuck is this?"
Bro, with that was so hard to watch.
I was like, I didn't even. You know how some people get mad? I literally just stared at the video and closed it. I think I reacted with a straight face emoji because I was like, "Yo, this is horrible."
I'm just glad. Like, I saw it, and as soon as I saw it with that, I was like, nope, not for me. Kept going.
Because it came on in the midnight, so of course nobody would have saw it in real time. But I first thing I saw when I woke up, I said, "Man, get this shit the fuck out of here."
Not for me.
Not for me. Y'all got it.
Not for me.
The next match is another six person tag, or trios, if you will. Fatal Influence versus the Bella Twins. I put Fatal Influence because I feel like they should not be losing this match at all. And I think it was Aisha. She was like, "Yeah, Paige is there. Is about to get dropped by the Bellas." Who you got?
This is where I don't even want Paige to get dropped by the Bellas. I need Paige to drop. I don't want the Bellas to drop her. I want her to drop the Bellas. And I want her to side with Fatal Influence.
For the future? Like, hey,
yes,
the future is now.
This is a way, because here we can kill a few birds with one stone right here. We can get some infighting with the Bellas by getting rid of them out of the tag picture, whatever the hell. We can align Paige with a faction that's young and up and coming, so they can kind of hide her there, and those girls can kind of be taken under her wing to lighten her load as far as working is concerned.
Right.
Plus, she can help them along in their development on the main roster, especially Laney and Fallon. That's right. I think it'll be very beneficial to go about it that way, because Paige is such a good heel.
Do you put her as a de facto leader because she's the legend, or just like an associate? Because
I'm not even gonna say de facto leader. I'll say more of like mentor.
Kind of like what they're doing with Natalya and
Yes. They're not really an equal, but they're not like the superior either. They're just kind of like, the nurturer. I don't know. It's hard to explain it, but they've like you said, they're doing this with Natalya down in NXT with some of the ladies. They've done this type of thing before. I mean, hell, we just had one of the elders, the off-screen elders, finally came on screen with the motherfucking tongue.
Yep.
So I'm just saying, maybe it could be a similar situation.
And he said it like that too. So Haku, in my head canon, Haku watches the show, because I've been saying the motherfucking Tongans for like the past 2 years.
I refuse to believe anything else other than Haku watches.
Because I'm like, yeah, I'm like, then on TV he said, "Y'all are the motherfucking Tongans." I'm like, there you go.
Goddamn right, you motherfucking Tongans, bitch. I'm ready to run through a fucking wall now.
He's like, God damn it, make them fear us again, bitch.
Goddamn right.
But nah, man. I definitely, will this match be anything other than what it should be? No. Like, don't go in there if you're not a fan of the Bellas, if you're not a fan of Paige, don't go in there expecting no barn burner. It will be a match that does what it needs to be done.
Exactly. Can't wait.
Next match we have is the Women's World Championship match. Io Sky challenging Liv Morgan in a rematch from the Queen of the Ring final.
I got Liv winning by some chicanery. Some tomfoolery is going to happen.
Of course, because it wouldn't be Judgment Day without outside interference.
Yep, and I hope that this starts Roxanne defection away from the Judgment Day.
If that's the case, do you think she accidentally cost Liv?
I think no, I don't
No?
think she'll cost Liv.
Okay.
I think it'll almost happen, and Raquel will save her.
Oh yeah, and Liv will start blaming her like you almost cost me the match, and like you know how Liv with her annoying self. So yeah, interesting. We'll see. The last match we have is the main event for night one, or the match that I feel like should open. But hey, if it's main event and main events, we have CM Punk defending the undisputed WWE Championship against Cody Rhodes. I think I picked CM Punk to retain to hopefully start a Cody Rhodes heel turn. But hey, man, I already know Cody is dodging that heel turn like Trump dodged deployment in the military. So.
Bruh, I don't know. I keep going back and forth on this one. Shit. Punk retain. Punk has to retain because I want to see. He just won the damn title. We can't have back-to-back like flipperoos with this goddamn. We're not gonna hot potato this shit. This ain't the Attitude Era. Goddamn it. I'm not saying that you got to go back to the 60s, 70s, 80s where they held the title for 5 years at a time.
Facts.
But there's no reason to hot potato it like it by having Cody win this match because again, this is the kickoff of whatever it is that's going on between the two of them because they got into some stuff about their friendship and this and that, but they haven't really gotten to the nitty-gritty of what's really the issue between the two of them.
Facts.
So I got Punk retaining because that's also going to keep this thing going for a little bit longer. So I'll say I'll buy that twice.
Cool. That's night one. That'll go down tonight. We'll be doing over on the enemy side. We'll be doing a sidecast, I believe, over on Buzzer. So we'll be watching the show live. No post show because brother's got to go to bed. But switching gears to tomorrow, we'll might as well give our predictions on that side as well, or our final preview on that side as well. We just talked about Penta versus Chad Gable for the Intercontinental Championship. And I think I picked Chad, and I believe you picked Chad as well.
Yeah, I got Gable winning that one, man. It's going to be a banger. It's going to be emotional. And I wholeheartedly see Gable winning that match.
The next match we have is Human Money's on a pole match. Danhausen versus Dirty Dominic Mysterio. We got to get our customary comedic match in there somewhere because of course it is. I've been seeing a little bit of mixed bag on this one. People feel like we're reaching the point of too much Danhausen. I personally don't feel that way because I don't consume wrestling 24/7 like most of y'all. So I don't see Danhausen nearly as much as y'all do. So I can't really agree with that sentiment. I see that man on Raw and I see him sometimes on SmackDown and maybe on social media from like when I scroll and I see him say something and I'm like, that's funny, and I move on. But as far as who I picked Danhausen.
Bro, I got Danhausen winning this in a landslide. He's just way too popular. Way too popular.
I saw someone was like,
he has not uncursed them.
Facts. They're still cursed. Even Liv's still cursed.
So
she got cursed twice.
That's why she got that knot on her forehead was rich.
It's still there.
You can still see remnants of it.
Yeah, it's still there. I was like, damn, how hard did she hit? And then when I watched Unreal and I actually heard the impact, like, fuck. No, thank you.
Yeah, we're not trying to go there. I don't know, bro. I still like SummerSlam. I love this card. I love everything about it.
Yep. We got we got 4 more, then we get about it here. We had them confront on SmackDown, but we have the undisputed WWE Championship #1 contenders match: Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor. I picked Finn because I feel like the Sami Zayn crash out must continue.
Hell yeah. And that's the only reason why I'm picking Finn, because I love when people crash out, and Sammy is one of the best at it. When they take his character on a roller coaster, he typically takes you on a serious ass roller coaster ride. So I got
Yep.
Finn strictly because I want to keep seeing Sammy act goddamn fool every week.
And this definitely will solidify his heel turn. He's a heel, but he's not a heel because he's like, I'm the last real good guy. He's like, you know what? I've had enough of this shit.
I've made a decision, damn it, and I'm going on this side. That's what I'm saying.
Facts. So the next match we have is Trick Williams defending the United States Championship against Baron Corbin. I guess I think Carmelo Hayes has accepted his fate, just like I've accepted his fate. He got jumped and then disappeared.
Say, bro. I got Corbin in this match.
Okay.
And I have my reasons.
And I really need him Trick personally.
I need Corbin to do some sneaky underhanded shit to get the win, to like teach Trick this lesson or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that way they can keep this program going a bit. Because if Trick just beats him, whatever, and it's like, oh yeah, you tried to do this, but you couldn't be successful, and you got a title shot out of it, and I beat your ass. It's like, okay, but where's your development in that? More along the lines of the same thing you've been doing. You only did it against a higher profile person. How about we see you go back and forth with this person on the microphone and getting physical, whether it's in the ring or backstage brawl, whatever. Right. How about we see a couple of weeks of you being physical first? I think this is one of those matches where Trick's gonna lose his match, but let's say it's by disqualification or something, where he keeps the title but Corbin wins. But honestly, I wouldn't be mad if Corbin just outright won it and pinned him, even if it is with some, tomfoolery going on, because I want to see Trick in a program with Corbin as to why did they actually bring him back. And it can't be for a one-off, so that's why I feel like Corbin should win the match.
Right. Interesting. I can see that side making sense. Just as long as they follow up with it and not bullshit us around. Because if they bullshit us around, it's gonna be like, if I have to ask what was the point of Trick losing the title in the first place, then I'm just gonna side eye everybody in that company.
Not side eye everybody.
Oh, I do that anyway, but I'm just gonna definitely side eye even more. I'm like, huh. So if you ever see if that happens and they basically development or build up like flops, I'm just gonna tweet. So what was the? Never mind. And then I'm gonna get on his show and I'm gonna continue my statement.
Boy, it's gonna be some shit.
Speaking of
it happens, just because I want to see the chaos.
Facts. Speaking of some shit happening, we got the ladder match for the interim women's championship championship, I should say. Charlotte Flair, Jade Cargill, United States champion Tiffany Stratton, the hometown gal, Chelsea Green, and Lash Legend.
Okay, this is the part that pissed me off about them announcing the Charlotte Jade match for next week. Is because to me it kind of eliminates the two of them from winning this match. And my logic behind thinking that way is simply because why would you announce this match for next week? And they're both still competing in this ladder match for the world title. What if one of them wins the title? Is that title going to be on the line next week?
It should be.
And I mean, if that's the case, why not just have them two win two
Fight for the
sides of
actual
a
match.
bracket and have them fight for the actual interim title at SummerSlam?
You know, common sense isn't always so common.
I'm just saying. With that being said, I want Chelsea Green to win this motherfucking match.
Facts.
I love Chelsea Green. I know she had a little thing with Jade and stuff online or whatever, but I like Chelsea.
So who you gonna pick?
Chelsea Green.
You want the because I can see Chelsea winning. If it's not Chelsea, Lash. Like put it this way, if Charlotte doesn't win, because I just threw that name out there because I could change my pick because it is tomorrow. But if Charlotte or Jay doesn't win, my backup is Lash. My fail safe is Lash.
My fail safe is gonna be Charlotte, but I'm definitely out. Oh man, I'll be using my picks to will stuff into existence.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing because I'm picking Lash. I'm like, yo, brother, do we think Lash is gonna win? That's my willing to existence.
I just want people to be like even more upset, and I want to also enjoy it for the person who wins instead of just enjoying the chaos. And I think I'll enjoy the chaos and the person who wins if we get Chelsea.
I don't know if they announced it yet, and I'm not going to say, but do you feel like they're going to add a stipulation to Cody and Punk?
No. I think it'll be one of them referee discretion type of things.
Okay.
And it'll just go in the floor of the match.
Okay, cool. No, the reason why I asked that because I think I got a notification about they might be adding something to that match.
If they do, it'll be like some no holds barred street fight type of thing where they let them go out there. And the only reason why they'll announce it late like this or something like that, or last minute or something, is because the more and more Punk and Cody talk about the match, the more and more they want to try to tell some crazy story, doing some crazy shit.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So we'll see. One match that isn't going to be a stipulation is the main event of night 2, and that is Roman Reigns defending the undisputed. I'm so used to saying undisputed. The World Heavyweight Championship against Seth Rollins, brother versus brother again. 12 years later. Some say it's going to be the end of their feud, and I call bullshit.
This feud ain't going nowhere, bro. They're way too intertwined with one another, and not just because of where their careers started on the main roster in the Shield either. Like, these guys haven't actually wrestled each other in a one-on-one match in like 4 years. So this shit where people are online or whatever talking about they're tired of this being shoved down our throat. Pause. Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up because y'all just complaining just to complain. This is two of the top guys in the industry right now. One is just an overall, mega star, about to be a crossover type of star in Roman Reigns, and the other is like arguably the best wrestler in the last, generation. In this current generation, Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
So, I mean, why are we upset about this? All that being said, bro, I want Seth to win.
You got Seth?
I got Seth, but Seth by DQ.
Oh, you feel like some shenanigans?
I feel like there's going to be chicanery shenanigans. No. You know what? They don't want to end night 2 like that. They going you know what they will. It's going to be some crazy shit, I think.
This might change your pick. Sidebar, first reported by PW Insider and confirmed by False Finish, I should say. Ober and Brock is listed as the main event for tonight. So we're closing. So as of now, we're closing with the Hell in the Cell.
Hell fucking yeah.
So however the out night 2 ends is going to be this is not going to affect night 1 because night 1 is closing as of now with the Hell in a Cell.
Bro, all I know is I I feel like Seth is gonna win this match. Fuck it, Seth's gonna win.
Straight up, or not straight up, but like put the title back on
Seth
Seth.
Rollins will be declared the winner of this match. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I can commit to at this point in time. Please respect my privacy.
That's real. That is real. That is real. That is real. And this has been real. This has been another episode of the Gresh Unleashed podcast. That is our prediction. Typically, our shows run this long when we do predictions because we be having a last minute thoughts to get off before we get off here and do our motherfucking thing.
There's so much more shit that I wanted to talk about too, because we didn't talk about Ashe tonight too.
Oh, that's going down tonight?
Hell yeah.
Damn.
That's why, like, I don't know, like, how productive I'm gonna be. I don't think I'm getting to work early tonight. I think I'm going to work right on time tonight, and I'm probably gonna be watching the rest of whatever it is on my phone.
Do they have a car for Ashe?
Yes. I know Yaya is cashing in his because he won the battle royal at the last show.
Mm-hmm.
So Yaya, the gifted one, is facing Darius Carter for the Ashe men's title. Hold up. I thought I had it pulled up again, but all this resetting the browsers and everything, trying to get my damn computer to work right, bro. It messed me up.
Oh, I got well, I went to the Eventbrite. We will have a men's championship match, women's championship match, men's tag team championship match, and a couple of matches. I don't think they have any match graphics or anything.
Nah, the only one that they got them. I believe they're on their Twitter and their Instagram though.
Okay, 1 second.
But
we're live. I'm finna pull it up. That's what I'm saying.
They got so much.
Oh, I see. We have for the women's championship, we have the Powerhouse Charity King versus the Cannibal Savannah Evans.
Oh yeah, that's right. Look, man, big meaty women slapping meat. I am here for it.
We also have the All-Father Darius Carter defending his championship against the gifted one. Was that Yaya?
Yeah. Yaya is one of those type of performers. He's a bigger dude, but he's still very technically sound, and he will surprise you with how agile he can move around that ring. And Darius Carter is a consummate old school throwback heel.
We have the Intergalactic Soul Darius Lockhart versus Billy Dixon.
This is like a friendship blown up, gone wrong type of match where these guys have history, where Billy has actually helped Darius, because Darius Lockhart is the guy who runs Ashe.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Dixon, behind the scenes, like shoot wise, legit helped Darius get some of this shit going and started with Ashe. Billy's also going to be retiring soon, so this is one of, if not his last match.
Gotcha. Another match I see, we have Treehouse Lee versus Suave Al Sabah.
Sabat, yeah. They're brothers who got into it. So this is like Jimmy and Jay Uso fighting. That's them.
But hopefully they don't go into a super kick frenzy.
No, they not gonna have a super kick fest. They gonna have they probably gonna have a real hard hitting type of match. If I'm guessing it correctly, ain't gonna be a super kick fest.
But that's all the graphics I see. Ashe, I believe it's it's what is it? What is it? It is
Black August.
Black August. That's the name.
Black August. I don't think the tag titles are going to be defended, and I can't remember if there's another match or not, but I know like just those matches right there alone is worth the $10, $15, $20 or whatever it costs for you to stream it, because
it's general admission is $15, children's tickets $10, but it will be free on YouTube.
Oh shit, I forgot that they said it was going to be free on YouTube. Even freaking better. Now, this is when I wish I had 2 phones because that way I could just sit in the garage at work and watch SummerSlam and Ashe at the same damn time.
Facts. So basically, their pre-show is going to start at 5, and their main show is going to start at 6. So they're going to do. They're not going to be like us. We're not kind of programming SummerSlam. They're going to do it, but nah, man. Make sure you guys tap in with. This is a black-owned, black-led, black-funded event.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure you guys tap in with that. I believe they said partial show proceeds will be donated to No Name Reads Book Club.
Yeah,
And I believe Emancipate North in North .NC over in North Carolina causes that currently help incarcerated people and education. So
yeah, and even though it's a black owned and black run and everything promotion, other minorities are very much so welcome at Ashe shows. Like one of the coolest things we saw was like there's some there's like there was like some older white couple that was there, and I believe they go to all the Ashe shows or something like that because I see them sometimes ringside at some of the Ashe shows. I believe that's still the same people that I saw in Vegas ringside at Ashe that be at the Ashe shows in Carolina. So even though it's a black promotion, black owned, black run, and a lot of all the wrestlers are black, like white people, Hispanics, whatever you want to consider yourself, you're welcomed as well. Trust me.
Oh, for sure. Like we're not out here doing our we're not out here discriminating. So,
Nah.
We're just showing y'all the culture from our point of view.
Bingo.
So
Yeah,
hey,
on the
man,
head.
make sure you guys tap in with that, tap in with Ashe, tap in with Public Enemies HQ everywhere on platforms every Thursday. If you don't catch us on here every Saturday, our usual time is what was our usual time? 6, 7, 7?
7 your time, 6 my time.
7 Eastern, 6 Central on
Yeah.
Saturdays. And if you don't catch us over here, you'll catch me over on Thursdays, Public Enemies podcast every Thursday, 7:20 Eastern, 4:20 over on the West Coast. And hey man, we'll definitely be after this SummerSlam weekend. We'll be back next week to do our
Man,
motherfucking
listen,
night.
I got a week and like 4 hours to figure out this damn computer with this damn camera.
Watch when you shut it down and then power it up, it'll come back on.
Bro, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed off because that's the only thing out of all the list of shit. Remember we was talking about pre-show that I did not power it off and I just hit restart. After I did other diagnostics and all kind of other shit, I kept restarting it.
Wait,
And
watch when you shut it down completely and then power it on the next day, and it's fine.
Bro, you know what's the most annoying part about all of this? The camera was actually working initially, and it somehow pooped out when the pop because I didn't have it plugged. I thought I had it charged, but it wasn't charged. So I had the site pulled up. I went to get my food and stuff out the microwave because I had to warm it back up, and the computer was off. And it was out of power. I was like, oh shit, I didn't plug it, I didn't charge it. So that's when everything started.
Yeah.
When I let the laptop battery die.
Yep. Technology. You gotta love it.
I love it.
As far as a song of the weekend for me, I got we can tap in with that. I don't know if a lot of people listen to various artists. I got Lie by Kids Daniel. So if you ever come across that song, you know what it is because it's a it's like a upbeat reggae type song.
Mm-hmm.
It's in my gym playlist, so I was like, yo, that's and this is a lot of songs that I put on loop. So that's definitely
my song of the week because I finally realized what the actual name of the song is. It's Folded by Kalani.
Oh, that's the song?
Yes, bro.
You should have told me that. I was saying I would have like, oh, that's everybody's song.
No, And I'm like, I've heard this song. I've even sung I've even sung it and found myself singing it and shit. And I'm like, so my coworker, she's like my kid's age, and like
Yeah.
we real cool. So I was like, it's like my kid. I was like, man, there's some song she was playing. I was like, oh man, look at you. We tease her about her music choices and shit like that. And I was like, but what song I really like that I've been singing lately? And I couldn't remember. I just started singing the chorus.
She's like, oh,
She
Folded.
was like, oh, Folded by Kalani. I was like, okay. I realized it was Kalani like maybe a few weeks ago. I said, that's the name of the song, Folded? She was like, yeah. I was like, first time I'm realizing the name of this fucking song, and I've been loving this song for forever. So that is my song of the week, simply because I finally found out the name of it.
Like, hey nephew, what's that song you be listening to, nephew? Hey, what that one song? That one song,
Bruh, that was the most moment I had in so long, because I was like, yeah, man, I love that song, and I couldn't think of the name of it, so I just started singing.
Like, what that song? What that song go? That
I said, that song by Kalani, and then I started singing.
That what that song is? You got the glasses on, so you gotta look down. You're like, yeah, that what that meant. Oh, that was the name of that song. If you okay, thank you. And you just walk away like,
Bruh, I hate this shit, bruh.
Oh man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. We will definitely catch you guys next week. If you haven't already subscribed to the podcast, it's www.thegressunleashed.com, or subscribe to the youtube.com/addictsgresh. Follow yours truly, Addicts Gresh, AO is Gresh everywhere else, as well as follow Jermaine, _Jermaine. Hey man, we'll catch you guys next time. Make sure you guys enjoy SummerSlam. If you're watching this live, if you're not, if you listen to it on demand, hopefully you enjoyed SummerSlam, or hopefully you have thoughts. Nevertheless, you watched it. And with that being said, you guys stay safe out here in these streets, and remember to always eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. We out, y'all. Be crazy.
Come pick up y'all clothes.